Hey everybody, it's Lara here from Love on a Plate, and tonight I'm going to show you how I'm making a one skillet tamale casserole bake. It's not a very good name, but it's a delicious dish. So I am going to serve this with my salsa verde pork chops from the 5 dinner and 1 hour meal plan. And I was looking for a really nice side dish that was kind of in the Mexican theme, and I couldn't really think of anything, so this is what I came up with. Doing the 6 o'clock shuffle tonight, and so I needed something that was fast too. So I'm gonna get cooking. I'm gonna start with about a half a cup of onions. And I'm gonna try to move this over a little. There we go. And normally I would use fresh onions if you know me, but because I'm doing the 6 o'clock shuffle, I'm using all of my shortcuts. No shame in shortcuts. So it's probably about half a cup of onions, okay? And then to that I'm gonna add 2 cups of corn. And basically what I'm gonna do is add all of my veg in here, and some salsa and some tomato, and then I'm gonna make a cornbread topping, some cheese, and it's gonna be really tasty. Okay, so about a cup of corn, maybe a cup and a half, and a can of black beans. And I did go ahead, I gotta turn my skillet up. I did go ahead and rinse those because I don't like all that brown liquid that's in there. Yeah, I'm gonna change that. 2 cups of corn is what we need. We're gonna add a little more. Because if I want my kidlets to eat it, I can't have only black beans in there. All right. So those are gonna just start to cook with the onions. And then we're gonna get some veggies going. We're gonna, of course, start with garlic. And if you are enjoying these little lives, if you guys would share for me, that would be amazing. I always enjoy, you know, sharing these recipes and these quick dinner techniques with new people. Okay, so some garlic. I'm using 2 cloves of garlic. If it'll cooperate, it won't. Hi guys, thanks for hopping on. I'm reading from my phone again. I have my iPad here, but I forgot to set it up. It's what happens when I don't have tech support. I think I'm gonna be live prepping on Saturday. Just checking with Michelle on the schedule. Keeps changing around. Even if I don't do it on 5D, I gotta prep this weekend. So I'll come on here on Love on a Plate and prep. Okay, so my garlic is in and it'll start to cook down. Then I'm gonna put in some peppers. I'm using the very last of my peppers from the farmer's market haul. I've got some red and some green and some orange, and a bunch of them I actually sliced up and threw into my freezer in a freezer bag so that when I'm in a hurry I can just grab them. And we, of course, up here it is, here in Canada, we have trouble. Hi guys, I have trouble finding the sliced peppers. So, and I'm going for the comfort foods again because it's still cold and there's rumors of snow. So I'm putting in about a cup's worth of diced pepper. You can use any kind you want. Now, I don't cook with green pepper very often, but I like the flavor of it in these. So this tamale casserole. I'm going to get a little bit more of that in there. What is everyone cooking for dinner? That's what I need to know. I told you yesterday I didn't prep, and so this is what happens. We cook late. Okay, so this is all going to cook down. And I don't need any more. I'm going to bring this to the side. And then because I wanted quick flavors, right? I don't want to have to cook this a super long time. So I'm using salsa. So a cup of salsa, any kind you like. That's going to be kind of the juicy part. And I'm going to add some tomato. So these are diced tomatoes. And we can get rid of these. And then we're just going to add two simple sort of flavors, chili powder and cumin. Who loves cumin? Give me a thumbs up, you guys, if you love cumin. I don't know, for me it's like the most Mexican flavor. Okay, I was gonna try to, I think somebody tried to call me there, so I don't know if you still saw me. 2 teaspoons of chili powder and 1 teaspoon of cumin. And it smells Tex-Mexy already. And so good. And then what's nice, it's still only one dish. And I did have salsa verde pork chops already cooking, already prepped and in my freezer. So I took those out, I defrosted them. That's going to be 1 sheet pan and 1 skillet. This, I'm going to take this just as it is and I'm going to stick it in my oven. So I only have 2 dishes in the plate, so that's really awesome. A little bit of pepper. A little bit of salt. Can you guys smell this? Do you know how good it is already? And I'm just going to let it simmer down a little bit. But here's my secret. I'm going to put in, and you don't have to do this, but I want this to kind of bake up and be a little bit thicker. And we are trying to eat a little bit healthier. So I'm putting in about 1/4 cup of red lentils. So you won't even taste these, and they're going to break down in all that juice, but it'll thicken it up so that it's more like a casserole, and they're good for you. And your kids don't know they're in there, because I won't tell if you won't tell. Okay. And they cook super fast. So this skillet is going to go in the oven at 400 and baking it for how long the package says here, for about 16 minutes. And the juice from that will cook those down. Totally optional, but I highly recommend it. All right, so now I'm going to move that to the side. I have to just grate up some cheese because cheese makes everything better. Cheese and garlic, right, you guys? Cheese and garlic. And my little grater. And I like to cook from scratch, but tonight I'm happy to use my cornbread mix. I could have made it myself. It is really simple. It's like cornbread and a little bit of flour, sugar, baking soda, but I thought, well, I have a couple of packs, so why am I going to do that? Just quick and easy. No one will know I started dinner late if you don't tell. Okay. I feel like that's going to be enough. All right. And then I'm going to just put the cornbread mixture together according to the directions. Can you believe I have to buy this in the States? Whenever my girlfriend goes, old friend of mine, and she goes a couple times a year to the States, and she stocks me up on cornbread mix because I love cornbread. Okay, so it says 1 egg, melted butter, and a cup of milk. And I'm gonna stir that all together. You did make it live. I had planned to go at 12:30 today, but life got in the way. And then I thought, well, I won't go. And then I thought, well, why not? I still have to cook dinner. Okay. So why do I feel like that's too thin? Did I? Oh yeah. Because I added way too much milk. Okay. See, even if you have lots of practice cooking, sometimes you misread the directions. Okay. So I'm thickening it up. All I've done here, you guys, is add in, because I doubled the amount of milk. So I'm just adding in more really fine cornmeal, because I had that out and I was going to make my own to start with. And then I thought, nah, I'm going to use the quick version. Okay, so now I have my cornbread and I have this skillet. And honestly, this would make just a really delicious side for, you know, Taco Tuesday. It's really super healthy. I was kind of afraid my kids might not eat it. Sometimes I put rice in here, and that they do eat. But I know with cheese and cornbread on it, they will eat it up. Okay, so I'm putting the cheese underneath, so it will get into my skillet. Boy, you could just like let that melt and have nachos for dinner. Skip everything else, right? Okay. And then I'm gonna put my cornbread mixture over top. I should get my bowl out of the way. Look at that, you guys. Get all this goodness out into the sink. And now this just has to bake for, it's not too hot. This is just gonna bake 400 degrees, 16 minutes until the cornbread is all nice and brown on top. And at the same time, I'm gonna cook my pork chops and we're gonna have dinner. 1 skillet, 1 bar pan, and we are good. So this was another 15 minutes worth of prep. We're gonna have a delicious homemade dinner. I'm so glad that those of you who caught me could hop on live. I am loving coming to you every night and sharing with you. Give me a thumbs up if this is something you'd like me to keep doing. And again, if you have any questions or any suggestions or anything you'd like me to cook, feel free, leave me a comment. And I will always, always, always go back and read them and let you look at all those thumbs up. You guys make me happy. Well, we're all girls, aren't we? All right, you guys, I have enjoyed being here tonight. I'm gonna go and get this here skillet into the oven. I'm gonna clean up the kitchen and James won't even know I started late. So don't forget, share if you think there's somebody who would enjoy watching these nightly quick preps or quick cooks, and I'll be back tomorrow. See you later.